Hey everybody, welcome back to an episode of Pay Per Preview. Before we get started, let me just say Happy motherfucking New Year. Happy 2K19 motherfuckers. It's your boy, War Machine MJ, the face of the 3 Count Mafia and second place. Coming to you live on a... well, not really live since this is recorded, but yeah, it's 9:30 in the morning, Thursday morning. I'm recording this after work, and I hope to get this up before Wrestle Kingdom goes underway early tomorrow morning. So yeah, this is our preview of Wrestle Kingdom 13, and there are 10 fucking matches on here. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Now, we open up with the pre-show, and normally it's the New Japan Rumble. It's just a for fun battle royal type, show where it's to entertain the fans as they file into their seats. This time it's been replaced with a gauntlet match for the #1 contendership for the Never Open Weight 6-Man Tag Team Championships. Stay with me on this one, folks. This is a long one. We have the most violent players to go Togi Makabe, Toru Yano, and Ryusuke Taguchi versus Yuji Nagata, Jeff Cobb, Dave Finlay versus Chaos, which is Haruki Goto, Trent Beretta, and Chucky T, versus Suzuki-gun, Minoru Suzuki, Lance Archer, and Davey Boy Smith, versus the Elite, Hangman Page, Marty Scurll, and Yujiro Takahashi, the Tokyo Pimp. Woof! What a friggin' mouthful. Now, all these teams are definitely... sorry, had an itch there. Anyway, all these teams are definitely contenders for the Never Open Weight titles. Between all of these teams, I'm guessing the Elite have a little bit of history with the Never Open Weight. At least in some capacity. I don't know. I haven't watched as much New Japan as I should. But yeah, a lot of these guys should never be underestimated. Take for example Minoru Suzuki or Killer Elite Squad. One of the most rough looking foreign tag teams. Yeah. So we're all going to be in agreement on here, and we're going to say that the Elite, the Elite, secured the #1 contendership status. So we move on to the Never Open Weight Championship. Actually, this shouldn't be called the Never Open Weight Championship. This should be called Dream Match, because it will be between the champion Kota Ibushi taking on Will Ospreay. I'm just gonna let you soak it in, man. That right there is Match of the Year candidate already, and we're only 4 days into the new year. Happy 2K19. What more can I say about Kota Ibushi that has been said? What more about Will Ospreay that hasn't been said? Nothing. You need to sell a pay-per-view on these two alone. That's how good. Who cares how the match is going to turn out? These two guys are going to give it an A+ game. But as far as the standing goes, those morons are going to go Ospreay. I'm going to put my money on Kota Ibushi. Anyway, next up we have the 3-way tag team match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team match. We have Suzuki-gun, represented by Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado, versus Roppongi 3K, Sho and Yo, versus LIJ, represented by Bushi and Shingo Takagi. I'm so sorry if I pronounce these names all sorts of messed up. I apologize. Yeah, I don't know much about Shingo Takagi. Again, bad pronunciation. But Punky 3K and Kanemaru and Desperado have held the gold at least once since we last saw. But everybody's putting their money down on LIJ. I'm going to put my money on Suzuki-gun. I don't know who's coming in as champions. Next up, we have for the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship, we have the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii taking on the Technician Magician Zack Sabre Jr. I mean, Tomohiro Ishii, he's a really good wrestler. Like, he's just in your face. You know, he's like a throwback to the Steiners, except for he's much more vicious. Just watch his war with Minoru Suzuki, aka the greatest wrestler on the face of the earth. I don't care what you say. Don't at me, bro. Anyway, and you got Zack Sabre Jr., who is one of the best technical wrestlers on the face of the planet. He looks, walks, wrestles, and carries himself like he is the living, breathing codex for what technical wrestling should be. So, we're on agreement. We're going to go ZSJ. Now, next up, we have a another three-way dance for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. It is the defending champions, God, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa, taking on the Young Bucks, taking on LIJ's Evil and Sanada. Now, there wasn't much payoff to the Bullet Club split between Tama Tonga's faction and Kenny's faction, so this is the closest we're going to get. God dethroned the Young Bucks, the greatest tag team in the world. And of course, LIJ were the former tag champions before the Bucks dethroned them. So, this is really hard, but you know what? We're going to make this a three-way dance. Malcolm's going to pick God. Rod's going to pick Evil and Sanada. I'm going to pick the Young Bucks. Anyway, we're going to move on to the IWGP United States Champion. You have the defending champion, Cody, taking on Juice Robinson, one of the most underrated talents in all of professional wrestling. Yeah. For those of you who love trivia, he was CJ Parker in NXT, where they gave him a god-awful hippie gimmick. But yeah, he's really transformed himself since taking to New Japan. Anyway, Malcolm's picking Cody. Me and Rod, we're going to go on Juice Robinson. Next up is going to be for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. It will be Kushida taking on, of Bullet Club, Taiji Ishimori. Now, from the little bit I've seen of Taiji Ishimori, he's definitely one to impress. He had a knockout, drag-out match of the year candidate at Best of the Super Juniors against former champion Hiromu Takahashi, which led to that very painful match that Takahashi had, where he damn near ended his career. But yeah, this is going to be a non-stop throw ride of a match. Wow, they're both going to go on Ishimori, but I'm going to say Kushida's still going to walk out champion. Next up, we have some bad blood in the mix. No championships, just bad blood, as the former Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, take on, now repping Bullet Club, Switchblade Jay White. Now, the whole story is when Jay White made his re-debut into New Japan, he was approached by Kenny Omega, then of Bullet Club, to join Bullet Club. Jay White refused, but instead joined Chaos, Okada's faction. But it was kind of a shaky alliance. Hang on. People know that I'm a second place champ. Anyway, it was kind of a shaky alliance until recently when Jay White, along with Okada's hype man Gato, turned on the Rainmaker and defected to Tama Tonga's camp of Bullet Club. What an interesting narrative we weave. However, we're all in a... Oh wait, we're not all in agreement, because Malcolm picks Jay White while me and Rod pick Okada. This could be what catapults him back to the Rainmaker we all know and love, and not the former Rainmaker. Well, okay, the broken shell of a Rainmaker. There we go, because he's been on vacation. Tranquilo. Speaking of Tranquilo, it is for the next match is for the IWGP Intercontinental title. It will be Chris Jericho, baby, taking on Mr. Tranquilo himself. I, of course, speak of Tetsuya Naito, the leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón. Suck it, Rod. I can pronounce it perfectly. And I can even put a little flair to it. Yeah, this goes all the way back to... No, not Wrestle Kingdom of last year. Dominion. Because I watched that. I remember watching it. Anyway, this all goes back to Dominion, where then champion Tetsuya Naito was supposed to defend his belt against Chris Jericho. After Chris Jericho ambushed him, beat the holy shit out of him, beat the shit out of the Young Lions at ringside, before he stole the title from Tetsuya Naito. So now Naito finally gets his long overdue revenge against the Gaijin. So we're all in agreement, Tetsuya Naito, he's gonna take that IC title home. And that leads us to our main event. It is a story as old as time itself, and in the main event, it will be Kenny Omega defending his IWGP Heavyweight Championship against the ace of New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now, Tanahashi believes he's the good guy in the story, and that Kenny Omega is just the dirty, bad guy heel. He is, Takahashi is good, Kenny Omega is evil. But that's not the case. Kenny Omega just wants to go out there and prove why he is the best in the world, why he is the best New Japan has to offer. So, regardless of where he stands, Bullet Club or the Elite, Kenny Omega will always be my boy. Because he's fun as hell to watch. I mean, who can forget his epic match against Chris Jericho last year? Oh, man. Anyway, it's not really an agreement here, because on one side, Malcolm picks Omega, and Rod picks the ace Tanahashi. But you know what? I'm going to split the difference. Well, not split the difference. I'm going to put my money on Kenny Omega. Because the cleaner, despite having a rocky title run, a lot of people are conflicting on whether or not he's had a good one or a bad one. So far, I just think, meh. I mean, maybe he's better off chasing the title than he is holding on to it. Who knows? But I think this could definitely cement could add to the legacy of his title reign, given that Tanahashi won the 2018 G1 Climax tournament. I don't know, it's just the word climax rubs me the wrong way. Anyway, but yeah, those are our picks for Wrestle Kingdom 13, live from the Tokyo Dome, early in the fucking morning, Friday morning. I wish I could watch, but I have to work. Anyway, but fear not, for this weekend, we will have our live stream reaction as we watch a replay of it. So you're going to see every cringe, every or every motherfucker. Yeah, all of our reactions. Hopefully this time, Rod won't break a tablet. Anyway, coming down the pipeline, we will have a review of Wrestle Kingdom 13. Yep. No. There we go. Anyway, we'll have a review of Wrestle Kingdom 13. We'll have a preview and review of WWE NXT UK TakeOver Black Pure. We will also have a preview and review of TakeOver Phoenix and the Royal Rumble. Oh God, I hope it rains in that open chase field. Yeah, if you guys are wondering why I'm so all over the place, it's because I'm tired as fuck. And this is pouring right into my bedtime. Anyway, stay tuned to this motherfucking channel. In fact, do us a favor, subscribe to this channel. Drop a comment about, who you pick for Wrestle Kingdom 13. Subscribe to our channel, and you know what? Hit that little bell that notifies you every time this handsome mug uploads a video. Because yeah, this weekend we will also have our episodes of 3 Count on Raw and SmackDown, and another episode of 3 Count on 205 Live and NXT UK. Not really anything noteworthy on NXT, because it was their year-in review. Speaking of year-in review, we're also going to be doing our 2018 year-in awards. The perfect time to look back on the year in wrestling is after the new year had started. So, suck it if you don't agree. What else? Yeah, stay tuned to all of our other programs. Ranting with Rodimus, The Mainstream Report, War Machine's Requiem, The 10, Vintage Review, all of our other shows. And you know what? While we're on the subject of Rodimus Prime, if you hate his face but love his opinions, he has a podcast on... I forget. I think he said Stitcher. Yeah, Stitcher. Castbox app. There we go. It's on Castbox. My bad. It's on Castbox. It's called Prime Talk. Like I said, if you hate his ugly face, but you love his opinions. Anyway, that being said, I am War Machine MJ, and I'm going the fuck to sleep. See you guys next time.